everybody. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie, and welcome back to Halloween. We are finishing up this series, and they are so much fun for the next 3 days. Today, we are going to be making some gift bags. And whenever I saw my IOD stamps, when I went and I purchased them, one of the things that I thought about, and I absolutely love the concept of, was creating backgrounds. Primarily, I was thinking at the time, scrapbook pages. 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, mini albums, just creating backgrounds to add texture and, some beauty to. So I was thinking yesterday, I thought, let's make some gift bags. So, you've got holidays coming up. You've got Thanksgiving coming up. You've got Christmas coming up, Halloween coming up. And maybe you want to do a more adult style gift bag. So I thought we would take some brown paper bags, and then I also went to Hobby Lobby and I bought some of the little tie string bags and these itty bitty treat bags. I found these, but today the primary thing we're going to use is a lunch bag. Now these are extra large lunch bags that I got at Walmart. I got the extra large because that's all they had. So we're actually going to be using these on another project starting tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But today we're going to take these large paper bags and we are going to make them a beautiful, beautiful bag that you could put a gift in, a substantial gift. I have one here beside me, and I'll show you at the end that I have a Bath and Body candle in. You could probably put a bottle of wine in. You could put multiple things in. I love, 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 love this idea, and they turned out gorgeous. So let's get started. What are we going to be using today? All right. I pulled in a couple of inks. I pulled in Macchiato Sandcastle from Catherine Puller. I have Archival ink from Ranger. This is a permanent ink. I'm waiting on my IOD ink. I've ordered it, and it has been all around the country. I don't know what the Postal Service decided to do, but it has been everywhere. And supposedly it was supposed to have been delivered yesterday. It's still not here, so it'll get here. So I went and I bought this, and this is Ranger. Okay, I have some embossing powder. I have Spice Latte by Wow, Catherine Puller inspired. And then I have Macchiato, Catherine Puller inspired by Wow. All right, I have my Misty, and I pulled in several stamp sets. So I got in the, let's see here, what did we say this one was called? Because I used this the other day. This is Kindest Regards. This is a background stamp. Wait till you see this stamp set, guys. Wait till you see this. And I had to pull this in because of my sister. This is French, and I'm going to butcher it, but it's La Campagne. Okay, that's what it is. I'll link it. Look at these. How beautiful. Let's see here. There, you should be able to see it. We have a lamb, the sheep, a rooster. We have beautiful florals, chickens, cow, or a steer, I think you would call that. We have bigger ones. We have the huge steer, the cow. We have the rooster, strawberries. Do you see why I'm in love with these stamps? Okay, so I pulled that one. And then, of course, we have the pumpkin stamp set. Let's see here. Fruitful Harvest. And we have used this multiple times. The Fruitful Harvest. We're going to be using the small pumpkin today. Okay, so that's what we're using. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I have my Misty here. If you don't have a Misty, it's not a big deal, but I like it because I can double stamp, okay? I have it, so I'm going to use it. All right, so then I bought these brown paper bags, and at first I was really disappointed because all they had were extra large lunch bags. I didn't even know those existed. We're going to use these, and I'm going to use these as is. You could cut these down. If they're too tall, cut them down. There's a lot you could do with it. And like I said, I am going to be using these on another project. All right, so let's get one out. All right, and I elected to use this because of this piece back here. I just feel like I need to double stamp. Now, if you don't have it, these are clear stamps, guys, and you can just, you know, go back over it. But I'm going to be using my MISTI for this, all right? So let me get this big magnet out. Okay. Now, I have my pumpkin here. Make sure I'm in frame. I believe I am. And I'm just going to stamp this pumpkin right here. And I'm going to stamp it in macchiato. I'm stamping it in a brown. I don't want to do black. I want to do kind of a tone on tone. So this is a little bit darker than what the lunch bag is, okay? So we're going to flip this up. Sorry, I just want to make sure we're good here. Okay. All right, so I have this. And see, I have somewhat of an impression. Now, the great thing about Catherine Pooler inks, they do stay wet for just a second. You know, maybe 4 or 5 seconds. Not an extreme long time, but they do stay wet. I'm going to pull my little press tool here. If you can see that, there are a couple of impressions I definitely didn't get. So we're going to re-ink this. I'm going to do it again. Now these, you can see through these. And you can line them back up. Giving that a good press. That's a pretty good impression. But now I'm going to do it one more time, because I want this ink to be wet, okay? So I did it one more time, and I'm going to pull in Spice Latte. So we're going to come over here, and we'll give that a good press, right? And then I'm going to take my Spice Latte, and I'm going to immediately get that on there. Usually you use a VersaFine ink for embossing, but if you have an ink that stays wet for a few seconds, then you absolutely can use that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and give this a quick clean. All right, so I'm going to bring in, I went by Michael's yesterday, and I got me a little glitter catcher. I call it a glitter catcher. There's tape here. All right. So I'm just going to carefully get this up. I'm going to shut my MISTI. I'm going to put it to the side for right now. And I'm just going to put this in here. All right. All right, so I'm going to get this out of the way. Just give that a quick. And I'm going to go ahead and put this back in here because, guys, I make a mess if I don't. All right. Embossing powder lasts forever. It lasts forever. Okay, so now we have this beautiful embossed image. Now, it's a hit and a miss. Where I'm not using a VersaFine ink, not every little crack and crevice got it, but that's okay. It's fine. Now I'm going to turn on my embossing gun. Now remember, the key to an embossing gun is you want it to get hot. So I'm actually holding it under my desk so it's not as loud. And now I'm going to bring this up, and we're going to emboss this. And what you're looking for is for that embossing powder to turn shiny, and you will see it. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but I can definitely see it. And once it starts turning, you just want to use your heat gun and just go all the way around. Okay? Now this is a bigger image. It's going to take just a minute to get all this embossing powder melted. I just want to make sure it's all melted and not rush it. All right, I think I got it. All right. Now you just want to give that a couple of seconds to cool down because it is hot. So if you touch it, it's going to make an impression from your fingers or whatever else you're going to have. Okay. So I think I got it all. I did. All right. So that's cute. I think that's cute, but it's not what I wanted. I want to take it up a notch. And this is where this comes in. And I love doing this. I love, 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 love making backgrounds. I love a scripty background. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to come in with a lighter brown to make this look kind of tone on tone. So all I'm going to do is come through here and I'm going to ink this stamp. Now this is a big stamp. It might not all be in screen right now. If it's not, I apologize. But we're just going to ink this stamp. Okay? And you want to make sure you got it inked good. Now, be careful because you have a lot of negative space right here, right? You have that negative space, and if you press too hard, this is going to get on your bag. All right, so I'm just not going to press really hard right through there. You can feel it. You can feel that negative space immediately. And once you learn and you get the feel of the stamps, you got it. Now, I'm not going to mask this pumpkin because I don't mind that it's going to get a little script on it, okay? So I'm not going to worry about it. Now, if you want it masked, there's masks that come in the stamp sets, and what you do is you just tape it over this, you set it over it, and that will mask this pumpkin. We're not going to do that today. So all I'm going to do is flip this over. I'm going to take it down without shifting it. I want to stay still, and I'm going to give this a press. Now up here you can feel the areas you can press, right? So I'm just going to press these. Now I know my pumpkin's right here and I'm not pressing really hard right there. I don't care if I get a really good. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so now we have some spots. This I'm fine with because we're going to be tying a bow. We're fine up there. But down here in the corner, we need a little more, right? So all you do is just find a little area on your stamp. I'm going to go right here, and I'm just going to ink that little area. And I'm just going to come over here, and I'm just going to press in that area. And voila, I got it. Look how pretty that is. Okay. All right, before we put this up, we're going to do the back side of it, okay? So we're going to come in here again, and we're going to come in here with the Sandcastle ink. I love my Catherine Puller inks. All right. And I'm just going to turn this bag around. And what I'm doing is I'm folding this flip down because when you open it, that flip might be showing. So I'm going to, I think. Is that what I did over here? Let me see. Let me see what I did. Yes, I did. I fold that flip down. Yeah. All right. So fold the flip down. Now this isn't going to be perfect because you do have that flip. But that's okay. Now guys, and if you get a few little smudges on this, it's handmade. Don't stress about it. It's okay. Okay. Oh, look at that, how pretty. I did get some marks here, but that's okay because we're tying a bow, and this upper part is going to get crumpled, so that is perfectly fine. I do not care. I am perfectly fine with that. All right, so I'm going to give this a quick little wipe down. I just want to show you this. I use Squeaky Clean by Brutus Monroe, and I just have a microfiber cloth here. And I'm just giving this a really quick wipe because we're going to be using a different color on this here in a minute. Okay. Just a really quick wipe. All right. And we're going to put that to the side. So now you have this pumpkin, and the pumpkin looks kind of lost in the background. You have all this script and everything. So what we're going to do is we're just going to color the pumpkin. And all I did was pull in YR18. I think that's the color I want to use. I almost like E19. It's a red, but we're not going to do that. Let's do this. So this is a Copic marker. It's YR18. I think this has been my go-to color on my pumpkins. No, I'm lying. Wait a minute. I knew I had another color here. I'm sorry. YR27. That's what we're using. YR27. And all I'm going to do is come in here and just color this pumpkin. Now, this pumpkin was embossed, so I know the ink's not going to run where it's not a permanent ink. Whenever you're using Copic, you definitely want to use a Copic-friendly ink because it'll run. And I would imagine that the IOD ink is definitely something you could use your Copic markers with. And whenever I get that ink, I will let you know, but I'm sure you can. It's a permanent ink, so you shouldn't have any issues with that. All right, so I'm just coloring this, no rhyme, no reason. I'm just coming down. The bottom, I'm going to flick up. Right, getting on the edge. I love this. This is one of my favorite projects this month. It really is. I love this. I think this is gorgeous. Okay, so now we have the stem, and I'm going to use a light brown, and I thought I had that out, but I don't see it. Oh, here it is. I put it up. I'm using Earth Brown by Spectrum Noir, and I'm just going to come in with the light color and just color that. Look at that. How pretty is that? Now, guys, you would, from this point, it's up to you. You could do the little, the leaves and do some little squirrelies. I chose not to because I did the background. You could ink around the edges to make it even a little bit more vintage. Let's see here. So you could take your macchiato and we could just ink. Actually, that looks really good. You could ink around the edges. Oh, that's so pretty. There's so much you could do from this point. Sky's the limit. Imagine this. You could do this for Christmas. You could do this on a white bag and use red and greens. How pretty would that be? All right, so let me show you what I did from this point. Now, this is a little hard to show because of the tallness of the bag. So I'm just going to show you instead of, crumpling this bag up and everything. All right, so what I did is I put a Bath and Body candle in here and I tied a bow with the raffia. Let's see here if this gets it. Look how absolutely beautiful that is. That is so pretty. Imagine this. You could use these as place settings with their name on it. If they're a guest in your home. If you were going to Thanksgiving, you could take this as a hostess gift. You could also just take a little tag. I have my Genevieve tags here and put a little tag on it and put a little message on it. How beautiful is this? You could put some berries coming out of the... There's so much you could do. Isn't this pretty? I love this. Well, maybe you're looking at this and you're thinking, I like it, but maybe a little bit smaller. And I've got you. Look, I'm going to show you this real quick too, the back. And see, you can't see any smudges at the top. There's no smudges. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. I think this is beautiful. Okay, so let's bring in the little burlappy type bag. All right, so what are we going to do on this? All right, let me show you a couple of things here. Now, I'm using my Misty on this. Like I said, if you don't have a Misty, that's fine. Just use your surface you have and go with it. But we're going to use this. So the first thing I'm going to do is the first one, I'm just going to do a background. All right. That's all I'm going to do. You know what? I'm not going to use my Misty on my first one. Actually, I am. Let's do this one first. Okay, so this one, I thought it would be fun to bring in this French set, the La Campagne. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I'm butchering it. And I did the lamb already to the side, so I think we're going to do the rooster. Let's see what this rooster looks like on here. It's about too big. How about the chicken? Oh, look at the little chicken. That's so cute. All right, let's do the chicken. Let's say you're going to Thanksgiving dinner and you know that somebody they love that country feel. They love that. This is more like a French country, I guess you would say. So I'm going to take my Mono sand eraser because this one's new. I've not used it. And I'm just going to, okay. I'm using my magnet if I can. Let's see here. It might be better if I put it on the inside right here. Yeah. And we're going to do this chicken. This is so stinking cute. Are you kidding me? All right, where's my little pressable? This is my impressible that I get from May. All right, now I'm going to bring in the archival ink here because this is a permanent ink. I don't know what this ink would do. I would love to try it. What do I do? You know what? We're going to do it this way first. So all I'm doing is inking the little chick and her chicken. Guys, this is priceless. Now I'm giving this a very firm press. Oh my goodness. Of course, look what I did. Of course I did. Look how stinking cute this is. Guys, the sky's the limit on this. The sky is the limit. And if you don't have any IOD stamps, first, what are you waiting for? But other than that, just use what you got, guys. You can stamp on this with anything. Look how stinking cute that is. Look at that. And put your little party favor in it. That is adorable. Put your little tag on it. Boom, there you go. And I have to show you this one. I have to show you this one really quick. I did the sheep for my sister. My sister loves sheep, so I did the little countryside sheep. Look how pretty that is. Look at these. You could use these as dough bowl fillers. You could just stuff them and tie them. Oh, that's so cute. All right, one more, and then we are done. Now, let's see. Guys, if I don't put this up, I won't put it up. We're going to bring back in the background, right? We're going to bring the background in. I'm going to put my Misty up. And we're going to use the permanent ink just right here in the middle. And then we're just going to take our little cloth burlappy bag and I'm going to press down. Now, I'm not shifting this. You got to be careful not to shift it. All right, let's see what we got. Look at that. That is perfection. Wow. Okay, let's just ink it up again. And we're going to do the back. Just laying it down very easy. Okay. All right, the back got a little squirrely, but look, you'll never know it. Look how pretty these are. Tell me in the comments what you would do with these. There's so much you could do with these. The possibilities are endless. Look at that. These are gorgeous. I think these are absolutely stunning. Now, I didn't do any of these. These are slick, and you would definitely have to emboss these because it's gonna slide. It's gonna slide everywhere if you don't emboss. So, but this would be another one you could do. You know, any size that you have, use what you have, and go to town. These are perfect gifts, guys. These are perfect gift bags. Now I'll take a picture of these, and we will definitely, I'll definitely get a better picture of these. Look at that. And then you have the rooster and the sheep. There you go. What do you think? All right, guys, that's it for today. We will be starting our mini album. I'm excited about that. I'm going to do a video on all the supplies that I'll be using and go from there and show you how I get ready for a mini album. I can't wait to start that. And until next time, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and leave me a comment below for the giveaway. Until tomorrow, bye.